Arsenal, Mokubai bottling company for them. You see the Man City fan that became famous in 2 seconds because of the bottle thing.
Drinking Arsenal tears.
So Chelsea sacrificed their European dreams for.
Bro, the first half,
the European dreams.
Doesn't really
that
look
first
like
half,
they
then Chelsea
could have
wanted
got
to-
No, I was a bit scared though. Back in the day, Maldini, they have stress. Boom.
No, but genuinely,
Away.
right? Do you think Arsenal are winning the Premier League?
No, me I've lost hope. I've lost hope. No, me I've lost hope. We are back again, and this is
Hey,
Charlie.
today we are down by 1, and it's the lady, and not to be alarmed, but we are doing some adjustments. She has some injury, so we are nursing the injury for her. Some muscle injury and something. She'll be out maybe just 1 week.
She's got a cold.
Not like
She's
some
got
other.
the injury code.
Yeah, not like some other players where they are injured today, no, then 2 months they are not back. So we are here with Oyibo and Eugene as usual. And first things first, Arsenal, Mokubai bottling company for them. Make them bottle things for them.
They already
Because at
get
this
bottle
point-
company.
Okay.
You think they need your bottle company?
Okay.
They've had it for the past 3 years. Masa.
You see the Man City fan that became famous in 2 seconds because of the bottle thing.
Drinking Arsenal tears. I say,
Harvesting the tears.
That was just ingenuity at his best. Like how he was able to create that thing.
he didn't know.
Yeah, I'm saying like he bringing the bottle.
Yeah,
to
but
the
he didn't know
stadium.
he was blowing up.
Right,
Some
yeah,
people
yeah.
showed him randomly like, Charlie, you're blowing up online. I was like, oh,
But I mean, the
damn.
fact that he thought about it,
Yeah,
brought
yeah,
that
yeah,
empty
bottling.
bottle to the stadium.
Not,
like,
it's not an empty bottle.
some people they live for
Well, it's empty if you look at Arsenal's hopes. Yeah.
No, but the tears, it's full of the tears. Don't worry, that's what down there. It's full of the tears.
that was a very good one. That was a very good one.
So what happened? Arsenal. We know Bournemouth wouldn't be a pushover, but Charlie, knowing City is breathing down your necks, is this what you do? Because now City has a game in hand in a game against you.
Exactly.
Potentially 6 points.
Yeah.
Now the gap is down to what? 6 points, right?
Yes.
So if City win their outstanding game, that is 3 points. Now they play you and they win. That is 0 points now. So now Arsenal, where are you going? Who should be hopeful?
They have
because
good
Chelsea people, for the London Shaggy, they will let City win.
That one there.
I saw a meme of there's a certain old video of David Luiz falling down by the touchdown. He was laughing. And then they were like, Chelsea boys right now playing
Doing
City.
very well.
Charlie,
What they
Arsenal
are doing.
need it, but Chelsea
plan
people will
they-
not help.
I mean, did you watch the match?
Yeah, what it? So Chelsea sacrificed their European dreams for.
Bro, the first half,
Oh,
then-
the European dreams.
Doesn't
So-
really
that
look
first
like
half,
they
then Chelsea
could have
wanted
got
to-
No, I was a bit scared though. I was
Yeah,
like, hey,
Chelsea
Charlie,
looked
this
like
City,
I
are
think
they
there was
serious?
even a counter-attacking situation where Palmer had a chance and he was a side.
So we even had a ball like Cucurella scored
yeah.
narrowest of offsides.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that goal was very good. That goal was very good.
And I was very surprised. Honestly, I thought that was a game where City would beat Chelsea from the beginning of the game to the end. And then we started the game, and Chelsea actually looked like.
Charlie.
So I was surprised. Like, so
See-
Liam Rosenel could play this well, and then
The level of confidence I had in City as a Chelsea fan,
But-
I Chelsea fan, I go
He
trap
goes-
bets for
he's
City, them
City
back.
So that's why you're wearing the jersey. You want
Yes.
the money for the jersey.
City, thank you very much.
Thank
you
you.
know,
Please show them the jersey. Why always us? Why always me? Why always City?
And I was with
Charlie.
a certain a guy where I was watching the match, and then he came in, and at the time Chelsea was playing very well, and he said, City will score Chelsea 3-0. I looked at him.
People have
And then he went
information.
like, if this first half ends goalless, City will win 3-0. And then the first half he came and said, City will win 3-0.
Yo, you get a number.
You
need that for something. You need that for some investment.
That was the first time.
You need some investment
That was the first
conversation.
time I had seen him. And then when City scored the first one, he wasn't even there. He was somewhere. They shouted and called, oh, Charlie, they scored. So 2 more.
2 more.
They scored the second goal. Oh,
No, the guy got 4
there's
numbers.
1 more. And the third one, I said, make a down. He did.
No,
Make
no,
it.
3-0.
I was just surprised. Like, the very thing the guy said actually happened.
You know the Stephen Appiah mean phones are calling.
Yeah.
No, that guy didn't
So
phone number.
That guy. Well, funny thing, I never knew him. I don't know even if I see him today, I'm not sure I would know this is the guy.
But like
saw.
you for
No,
picking
you
up,
for-
like
you for pick
as soon
am.
as we hear that,
Investment banker.
Unfortunately, me, I don't.
this
think,
guy know what the movie
I don't.
limits
I don't
lessons.
have
You
the
for-
heart
you
for
for-
investment.
No, we have it. We will develop the heart.
The
heart.
I'm,
We
I'm,
have a separate-
I'm more of a very stable this thing. I don't.
We don't
do
use heart
risk-
to invest,
I don't
though.
do risk investment.
You know when you hit, you have to hear kwang kwang
we don't
metal.
need to invest.
No.
Logic.
I'm
It's
not
logic
an investor,
and
so
facts.
I didn't think I was like. But if I find him next time, I'll get his number for you.
So even if you can meet him, you won't use him to invest,
No.
despite his skirmishes that he has shown.
No, I want to keep it clean.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
When I'm a millionaire, then
We'll keep it clean afterwards.
keep it clean. No worry.
So now,
Yeah.
Arsenal plays who next? And how is
I think
Arsenal?
their next game is City.
Man City.
Yeah,
Next
the
weekend.
next game is not
So-
City.
so-
And if they fail to win at home against a Bournemouth side, that's crazy. I remember last week, I was sitting with a certain guy, he also told me that, you know what, Arsenal are going to lose at home, early kickoff to Bournemouth. And I thought,
Hey, this your friends.
oh no, this guy there, I know, he's called Kelvin. This one, he's called Kelvin.
So save his number. We'll text him at the backstage.
When he said that,
We'll text him backstage.
yeah, well, early kickoff, anything is possible.
Yeah, but early kickers
when
are
they
really
won, I was
upset
like,
too.
That was a huge one for Bournemouth. And what even surprised me was the way Bournemouth actually, it's not like their winning was a fluke. They really
played the ball,
opened Arsenal
Charlie. They
up
played the
and
ball.
played very well. And I even think that it should have been they should have that penalty was a bit some way for me, was a bit too soft. So I think that Arsenal never really created any clear cut chance in the first place. And
I think
that is very, very
they had
problematic.
chances ending the game. Gokeres missed missed one B. But like, why do you wait till so late to be able to do these things? Because what's the guarantee that it will even work?
Yeah.
Do it early, then you know that, oh, Charlie, it's not working. Let me revise it or change strategy. But
a lot of things didn't work for him. I think even the lineup he took into the game didn't help him. Madueke and Martinelli starting again didn't help him. And I think
Madame's person, Madueke.
yeah, and I think later on he brought Dauman and the Trossard. I think it was a little too late. It was beyond their reach.
but
Is it like they're lacking
I
ideas?
think he had brought them when he brought them in. I just like a minute or two, and then
Man, miss our question. Madueke and Martin Lewa, are they not the starting wingers or what?
No,
And
I
can we
think-
make it start
No,
again?
but I'm saying for that particular game, it was very clear that it wasn't working. Now, check the goal. This guy, Krupi Junior.
Yeah, the cross that went over. everybody.
Madueke wasn't pressing.
But that,
He was ball watching.
Uh-huh.
If he had been helped, another problem was Ben White has been problematic for Arsenal in their last 2 games. With this this Bournemouth one being the 3rd game, why does he keep on starting?
But you are saying it as if Arsenal have some secret weapons beyond the bench that
Exactly.
Mascara could have
Uncle
easily-
decided not to play.
Mascara-
Mascara is their second. Like
Yeah, but I'm saying
this is his first team. Oh.
he's
Joba
out
no
of form.
ball.
He's out of
The
form.
thing is, self-destruct
Ben White-
button, Omemia.
No, Ben
Then
White is
press
out
the
of
button.
form. And for the fact that even against Southampton, Ben White couldn't keep his composure. I thought that we're here lambasting Arteta for playing Kepa in a huge game.
Yes.
Ben White on the reverse has caused mistakes about twice in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He's rewarded with another start, and no one seems to really complain about
who-
that.
who
But
was
if we are,
substituting?
I'm saying that Mascara could have easily fit into
You
that.
say
right
you
side.
will
You
as
are
if-
the mascara go come then go
No,
disgrace am
he's decent. He wouldn't have.
Why not Ben White
Because
be
I'm
so-
saying
Oh,
position wise. If you check the 2 goals, Ben White's positioning was one of the reasons why things went out of hand. Because once he was out of position, means that every other person had to.
but-
The defenders had
You
to
have a very
squeeze
big
it, and he
question for
created
the Chelsea game. Remind me.
As for the Chelsea games, is a whole.
Do you know
different
one
conversation.
person I realized
just think-
yesterday was expensive for no reason. I was like,
Don't say
So-
Caicedo.
no, yeah, because I looked at his
It's just
transfer.
about- see,
I looked at
it's
his transfer.
just-
but
it's just
no, no.
moment.
No.
Let him land. Let him land. You're trying to
Hold
say
on,
that
hold on.
in price to be-
115 million. Do you know what that buys you? That
It buys you Caicedo.
No, that
It
buys you
the best defensive midfielder in the world.
That could have given you a world-class striker in the
Relax. That buys you Olise and Luis Diaz.
But if we have Olise and
No.
Luis Diaz, okay.
Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Will Liverpool have sold?
it buys you
will Liverpool have sold Diaz to Chelsea for that amount? And knowing Crystal Palace, if they're supposed to sell Olise to Chelsea,
If we have Olise
that
and
price
Luis
would have.
Diaz,
So it is the brilliance of buying for knowing how to bargain.
If
Clap
we
for us.
have
Clap for us.
Olise-
Clap
if
for us.
we have
Clap
Olise-
for us.
Please.
Hey,
No,
we are
first-
105 goals.
No,
Clap
first of
for
all,
us.
right, you know that if you're selling to a rival club, you're not selling at the same price.
Exactly.
That is
That's
also-
my point. So
no,
Crystal
but
Palace is selling
looking at the price
to Chelsea.
we bought Caicedo for.
But that is
No,
the
the guy
price
is
of
justified.
Caicedo.
He
You-
won
no,
Chelsea
hold on, relax.
the Club World Cup.
That is his job. See, you know when you do when you do your job. No, when you do your job, you are getting paid for this job. You get. Let me give you an example. A surgeon makes a mistake and they would bar you and take your license without thinking
when
twice.
you do the
No,
right
no.
thing,
No,
nothing
no.
happens.
Yeah, because you are getting. Do you know how much they charge? Caicedo's pay can change Accra's economy. His weekly wages. If you do 1 month, do you know what will change in Accra?
Madueke salary self can change Accra.
You know, people like this say that's what pisses me off. You see some people and the price tag and the money they get, and you make a silly mistake.
But that's
you know,
the value
you know,
of it.
Caicedo actually looked at the guy who could have bailed him out and
And
turned.
then turned again. Yeah. I
If
think he
you
was just
turned,
being
if you
elaborate.
turned, kick it away. Me, that's why I always blame Pep for being the bane of modern football.
Yeah.
He makes some people think that at every point you still have to control the ball. Back in the day, Maldini, they have stress. Boom.
No, but genuinely,
away.
right? Again,
Safety
we
first.
know this because we did the same thing against PSG.
Yeah,
Rosenior
yeah,
may be
yeah.
telling these players to play a certain way.
Yes. And it's very annoying.
Why
It looks like
is it throwing the games? Is it throwing the games? Is it throwing the
Yeah,
games?
because
I invested.
even under pressure, he still keeps playing the
He
ball at
wants
the
to-
back.
he-
And so it looks like it's a coaching
It's
instruction.
a coaching instruction.
But I also think
No,
that
but no,
ingenuity of footballers sometimes should
Yeah,
should
safety
override
first.
manager's decisions. Because
Because
in
in the field, you see something different. Yeah.
See, footballers, they are AU. They are there to execute.
No,
they
no,
are
no,
machines.
no,
But
no,
it's
you
the
get
right
paid that
machine.
much.
For
No,
that
if you get
particular
paid that
one,
much, you
Caicedo's
can't tell
eyes
me.
were fixed
He
on
looked at the guy.
who
See,
should have
he
passed the
literally
ball
looked
to.
at the
It's a
guy.
foul option. I think it was
Turned
Gusto, if I'm
around.
not wrong.
He looked at the guy, turned around,
turned
and
again.
he didn't even pass. Like pass to the keeper.
And in my
safe.
mind, I think he saw that there were two City players pressing him. So I don't know why, after seeing the FIFA option, he decided to.
I think he thought he could
I
handle
think it was
it.
inexcusable.
It's
on
not,
some
it's,
part.
for a 115 million pound player.
But
It
I
is
think-
not.
but
It's
I
not
think it's a
forgivable.
problem with confidence of footballers. When you have confidence, sometimes you overdo things.
Yeah, definitely.
they are
We
only-
saw Jorgensen also do it against PSG.
Yes,
No, but you know,
In the first half, he gave about 10 different splitting passes.
Yes.
Accurate. So at that point, he began
Yeah.
to feel invincible.
Yeah.
And then that led to the goals
You
we
know,
conceded
there are only-
in the
there are
last
some- there are-
10 minutes. So I think that's
There are
an
only
issue
a
where
few-
when you're
yeah.
too confident sometimes, it
Yeah.
goes shock.
But there are only
And
a few
The
players-
game is about moments.
Yeah.
In terms of global football, there was a point where Marco Verratti, right?
yeah.
He was invincible, untouchable in the whole of Europe.
Verratti.
Then he went.
Verratti
He's now in
Verratti is,
Qatar.
something,
Yeah.
something.
He went off. There was a point in the world where
Verratti,
Pogba
he
was there.
Me, Pogba, no,
was
Pogba,
it.
no, Pogba. I've never seen.
Just
Pogba
a
to
year
be
or
it.
two after, very ordinary.
Me, I've never seen Pogba to be it. I don't know what people saw in Pogba.
There was a point where Kimmich, even though Kimmich
Kimmich
is
is
still,
still
and
it.
I'm just saying, but
No, but Kimmich has never been given his flowers.
This
No.
about to go to the Bayern.
No.
There was
Has he ever gotten his flowers? I've seen in
But
football
I
where
think- I
I've
think
seen in football
Kimmich
where
is slowly,
hold on.
he's slowly he has reached
but also,
here.
they will tell you now which area do we give him his flowers. Is it right back or
Kimmich
centre?
is going down. I'm just trying to make a point that as for midfielders, it's just season. Everyone has a time where he will shine. Pedri, Gavi, all of them.
That thing.
There's a point where you are the look at McAllister. When he was with Brighton, brilliant player. When he came to
You
Liverpool,
know some
his
teams
first
that's
season,
how you
brilliant.
play.
But
even
now,
Fellaini at Everton
he's
untouchable.
exactly.
Some
He's
people where
experiencing
you play and you get the name stay there because if you
So
move, no
Caicedo's
problem.
situation, he's looking
No,
ordinary because he's out of.
it was a needless
Yeah,
mistake.
but that's one
It
moment.
was a
Yeah.
need-
I mean,
no, but a
But
moment
for-
that
but it's been a
cost
while
you
that
the, Charlie.
his performances haven't been very.
Me, I don't- me, it doesn't justify the price
excellent.
tag.
He's
Charlie, me,
been
the price
sometimes
tag.
average.
it's off the back of this change, like this period of instability in the club. Me, for the past 2 seasons, Caicedo, they signed him 2 years ago.
Yeah, but the
How
thing
come
is,
nobody has
hold on.
questioned his
Yeah,
price
no,
tag
hold on.
till
But
today?
you see, his first job is a CDM.
Yes,
So
and he does it well.
No. In terms of midfielders, you are supposed to be the one that thinks defensively first
But wait, let me ask you a question. Does Caicedo walk into this Bayern team?
to replace who?
No, it's not the same
No,
question I asked
to replace
you.
him. No, he
Nah,
won't.
it just
He won't.
reminded me
No,
of
he
something.
won't. He won't.
I was somewhere in
He
there.
won't.
Okay,
He won't.
who's Bayern's 3 right now? Do they play a 3
For the back.
midfield? The midfield.
Yeah,
For the midfield.
Yeah.
I think they play
so
a
it's-
4-2-3-1
yeah, so
now.
it's 4-2-3-1.
So
So it's
sometimes
between
Pavlovic,
Pavlovic, Goretzka, depending on who is
So
available at the back
Caicedo,
line.
no. So this guy they lie.
It's
So
great
this guy they lie.
No.
Caicedo won't get ahead of Pavlovic or
and
Goretzka.
No, have you seen Pavlovic's numbers? No. Have you seen Pavlovic's numbers? No.
It's crazy.
No, have you seen Pavlovic's numbers?
Oh,
No.
please, spare
So
me,
don't look at
spare
it. Don't look at it as
spare me.
how
Uncle-
many errors.
Pavlovic over Caicedo.
Caicedo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Somebody
Does
who's
he-
dropped out from the national team caused the problem.
Oh, please. You see,
Euros.
he's about to go into
Caicedo
those
is
German.
Ecuador.
Yeah.
The whole
Now,
national
how
team
many
is
players do they have?
Ibiam.
Oh, forget it.
Ibiam, the whole national team, Ibiam.
Because any money 10 positions
Go fit
now.
play
Make
goalkeeper
independent
safe.
keepers there.
Which of them are your strikers if you go compared to Ena Valencia on the world stage?
Oh, Master Harry Kane.
No. I'm saying it's the German team
who's
you're talking
striker?
about.
German.
German.
Which of your strikers can you compare to
closer.
Ena?
This is
No. Current team. No, it's current team. you're talking
current
about.
team.
No, current team you're talking about.
Undavde.
Oh, Massa.
What
I
is
told you, I
the
said on the world stage. Oh.
Yeah.
You see,
Okay, on the world stage.
Understanding
On-
the question is
Yeah,
part
no, hold
of-
on.
is part of-
Hold on.
part
On
of
the world
answering it.
stage, crowd, who have we taken there as striker? After
So you
Miroslav
see,
Klose.
if you are slandering the whole Ecuador nation,
No, that's what I'm saying.
I think then you should be careful.
But the thing is, who is going?
But if we are going to go band for band with this Ecuador team, you will struggle a little.
But you,
Let's not even go there.
going a bit off
That would be a World Cup conversation.
You
we can have
will
another
talk
time.
about that when we
Yeah,
go to the
yeah,
World Cup.
yeah.
Don't worry.
We'll circle back to this
Yeah.
weekend's action, right? You've mentioned Chelsea. We have talked about Chelsea.
So who else
So now we
else
move on
are the
towards
deep people?
Arsenal. Are we down on Arsenal? and Man
Yeah,
City?
Arsenal. That we don't know how to save them. We've
So,
tried
so,
that. We
so
can't
if,
save them.
before we move on
City-
with Arsenal, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you think Arsenal are winning the Premier League?
No, me
At
I've
this
lost hope.
point,
I've lost hope. No, me I've lost hope.
Because I think it was
Now, I was very
spiral
hopeful.
again because they'll lose to City.
Because usually they are.
And I think when they lose to City, things will go wrong again for them.
Yeah,
And they
because
might
now the
lose
moral
points
and
in
Champions
another
League
game.
too. No, and they are also playing Champions League.
As for the sporting game,
No, not
even
the sporting,
Arsenal
not the
fan-
sporting game per se, but
Oh, you
the
mean
fact
that
that they are
what
playing Champions League gives them balancing pressure. Yeah.
So I think that the pressure will get to them.
We'll get to them. It has already started getting to them.
And I'm thinking Arteta he's suffering because he didn't win either the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup.
That
If
would
he
have
had won
cushioned him.
either of the two, it would have the pressure he has now would have reduced, and then he will not be under pressure to win. And a whole
So
lot of
he's
stuff.
he's committing self-made.
Exactly. So he should have won, and that's my problem. Thinking a lot of the time he had focused on
Now
the
you understand
Premier
our
League and
statement
not
that
won.
I remember we mentioned it that he should have at least put in the effort to try and win the Carabao.
Yeah. I think,
You
and
know,
that was
now it's
that was
coming
his
to
problem.
bite
He
him.
should have tried to win any of those trophies, and that would have calmed the nerves in the tournament.
But now
So I think,
it looks
unfortunately
like-
for him,
it looks like
he'll-
nerves are
he'll
not
be-
going to be calmed.
Do you think they should sack him if he doesn't win the Premier League?
Me, I don't have a problem with you sacking anybody. My question is, who do you bring?
Yeah, that's
You know, me when England was going on about Southgate, I was like, see, pound for pound, Southgate has done things England has never seen before. When was the last time you saw?
because he was given a long term.
No.
As soon as he landed, he
How?
started doing things.
No.
Please.
His first World Cup he was fourth.
England won a first penalty shootout because of him.
Yeah, against
England
Colombia.
penalty shootout, we start to get to penalty. They start walking out of the pitch. They know they
No,
won't go
that
anywhere.
2018 World Cup there was
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
revolutionary for the team.
He's gone to
But
how many
against-
finals? 2 or 3
against
finals?
Tunisia and Panama and
No,
things.
he's gone to two.
Please.
He's gone to a final.
England
No,
had
he's
a very
gone to two
England-
finals.
It be the Panama with the
England
go
had-
face.
see, England had a very
from 1966.
a very
See,
straight
from 1966.
and once you watch the tournament, once England had a little bit of a tough challenge, they began to crumble.
Hold on, no.
One
Are you going
against
to compare-
Belgium,
are you going to
two
compare
against
England-
Croatia.
but
England from
Let's-
2002?
you are going-
We are going to work up. We are going to work up. We are going to work up. Let us come back.
this guy,
He
they like-
he wants to go to work up. We will take you
he
there.
makes too many controversial
take-
points that I just cannot let him.
Don't
I have
worry,
to-
because
I have to
me,
make
I will go back
an
from
objection.
2002. You start from
But
2010.
his
You
point
don't worry.
was about the coach.
Yeah,
Southgate.
like when you sack him, who is coming? Because if you like the way Madrid did with Xavi,
Yeah.
in the heat of the moment, you might think, oh yeah, they are trying to salvage their season, so let's sack Xavi. It makes sense at the moment. Who are you bringing? Abeloa. Now Abeloa is doing what Xavi did and worse.
Oh, he's doing wonders.
No,
but
but
yeah.
he's lost the same number. No, he's lost more games in the same period as
But he's still in the
Xavi.
Check the
Champions
quality of opponents he's losing to.
Forget the quality of opponents. The thing is, it's like telling
Somebody
me
was
Tuchel.
losing to
No, it's like,
Albacete.
no, hold on.
Oh.
It's like telling me Tuchel is a brilliant coach, but he came to Bayern. You lost treble contention in 7 games. How do you tell me this is okay?
Tuchel is not a good coach.
To Bayern, he's trash. He is
Master,
trash.
stop-
To Bayern,
stop
he's
going-
trash.
stop
This guy has to
No,
always
no,
make
stop-
make everything about Bayern.
No, because
stop
I
going
will
off
give you an
topic.
example.
Stop
See,
going off topic.
even Pepe, when you come to Bayern standards, we'll put people that will put
To
Pep's
him,
time in
Jupankis is a
Bayern.
better Bayern manager.
No,
than
yeah,
Pep. He
because
said it
he's
before.
done a trouble. He's done a trouble for us.
Yeah, I said
Flick
it
has done
before.
a trouble for us. Pep came. He won what everybody else wins. Kovac won what everybody else wins. So what?
So
did-
Kovac
Kovac
and-
no win
and-
safe. Then Saka
No, no. Kovac even won Super
Super
Cup.
Cup, yeah,
Pep
Super
didn't
Cup,
even win
yeah.
Super Cup. Like you get in Bayern there are certain normal things you can do.
But you
But
have,
when
you have
we
to go back
ask
to
you
the
for the
Arsenal question you
No, no,
asked.
so don't
So
just say that.
he's trying
So
to
now
explain.
when you sack Arteta, who are you bringing? So you don't have a problem with sacking
So they should
Arteta.
keep him. If they can't get anybody better.
I think they should keep him and maybe do adjustments to his back end. Maybe if they need to bring a technical director or somebody else to scout players for him, sign something for him. But as it stands, no, Arteta is not doing bad. See, how many years now have we seen Arsenal play this very good football? If not for the Invincibles. We've
even-
never
it's not
seen
even that
Arsenal.
good.
No, but it's okay. They are getting results.
You know-
Arsenal by January, February,
No.
suicide, kamikaze. They are starting to spiral down. They will start losing weird games.
I think they are playing effective football. I
that is
won't
what-
call their football good. Yeah.
Like Allergy Guru will tell you, go ni afefe.
Yeah,
It is
that's
goal
what
we are
I-
looking for. Results
But
get
see,
results.
I think that is also to their detriment because they are prioritizing these set pieces way too much.
Yeah,
Against,
like they should look for
Bournemouth.
other means because you can't do the same thing to everybody.
Against
and to
Bournemouth,
work.
right? You know their XG from open play was 0.19,
Wallahi,
but their
ilaha.
XG in the game was 2.4.
That's what I'm saying. See, you can't use the same strategy you use for Madrid, for Barca, and you have to evolve. You have to have a strategy for strategy.
And
that's where
that
I feel
them, yeah.
Arteta, if they are going to change him, it will be the bone of contention that maybe he's not up to there in terms of tactics in the game or managing the season.
He's not giving
but
them.
Who is going to come? Who? Pochettino.
And it's going to be another period.
He will also tell you he wants 1 year, 2 years.
It really
to
depends. So it really depends. For example, I'm saying, what if there's an opening where Unai Emery?
No, they've had Unai Emery before.
They've had Unai.
No, but they can't. Oh, you think Arsenal are past the situation of returning to Unai Emery?
Past.
Unai Emery, the problem is
But
he's not good. It's not that he's
but
not good.
unfortunately for even
But I think the
Villa
demands behind.
Villa themselves are even in contention for Europe. So
Yeah.
if Villa is in Europe, I don't know why he would
But
leave.
even then, that's another conversation for another day.
Sometimes
I'm
it's
just
not-
saying in
it's
terms
not
of
even- it's not
replacement,
even
I
the-
was looking at Unai Emery to replace Arteta anyway,
No,
because
that's what I'm saying.
because of the way Arsenal play,
you look
they're
at
in that
it,
Barca conversation where they need specific coaches because of their style of play.
But then you are only looking at player to coach. But you're not looking at coach to management and the back end.
I think right now-
because sometimes the player side is no problem, but the coach will mind. I want to do this. I want to change this.
Genuinely,
Then
right?
like, no.
I mean, two things. I think right now, Arsenal, they are in a period where they are looking to win. It's not about the football they want to play.
Now they
want
play
a winner.
haram ball to win.
And I think now they need the Premier
need
League
haram
and then the
ball,
Champions League. This particular.
The second
trophies.
thing is that Arteta has been given way too much power in the Arsenal.
And he's not using it.
I think he's the second most powerful person in the club right now, which means the players he's brought in are his players. It's not that it does not involve
Yeah. So
around
then
like
he has no
a
excuse.
club structure. You understand?
Yeah,
so
so he has no
replacing him is
excuse.
going to be a problem. But to move the conversation on, you've said you won't replace him. You've said maybe. Do you think Arsenal
I don't
should
see
now
how.
look at prioritizing the Champions League and kind of like forget about the Premier? Because, like you said, Champions League, they have a smooth path, and that is even playing a bit to their detriment in terms of they have to focus on both. They can't just take one.
So now
dash.
they are in a rock and a hard place, because then what is the guarantee that if I focus on Champions League, I'll win?
What's
Because
the
Champions
guarantee
League,
that-
but because Champions League,
The Premier League is very straightforward. They know they have to win their
But you
remaining
can,
games.
but you can focus on both and lose both.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So you
That
have
too
to
is
choose
there.
one.
Inter.
don't
So you have to
Arsenal
choose
right
one.
now.
You have to choose
Inter
one.
focused on all three and lost all three.
You
at the end of
understand.
the-
So you have to
in
choose
one
one.
man.
Inter, they didn't have the manpower, so that one's a
Okay, well,
different.
Arsenal don't have the manpower either.
No, Arsenal,
They ran
I
out
think
of
they,
manpower, that one
unfortunately
did.
for the injuries, because if this guy Merino was around and a few other players, it would have increased the scope
The
of
thing
their
now, it looks
players,
like
it would have changed
Arteta
their
didn't broaden his roster in terms of
squad depth.
flexibility.
I
His
disagree.
squad depth.
I
And
think
flexibility.
Oh.
And flexibility.
I
Listen,
think not
No,
only
there's the
him.
flexibility. See, you know
I
sometimes
think I
you know
disagree.
sometimes
Not
what
man
makes
for man.
No, not man for man. That's what I'm saying. You sometimes
I think-
you need some teams where somebody can play utility. That's why
need- you
personally I
need
like
players
somebody
to
like
offer.
Valverde. Valverde can play every position. If you give him gloves, he go keep.
Oh no!
Like you have to have a
Arsenal
player that
those-
can
Arsenal-
switch.
Arsenal,
How many? Who?
I disagree. Yesterday,
can play
I was
multiple
saying this
positions?
thing. Arsenal and Spurs, unfortunately
who can
for
play
them,
multiple
the problems they have.
Spurs, they be like somebody
I'm
cursed them.
coming.
That was a
They
different
bought the
conversation.
right players. They had the right plan, and unfortunately, injuries to very key
No,
players
that's
who
what
were
I'm saying.
supposed
Spurs, there's a
to
case.
fix certain issues.
Spurs is a case. It's a difference.
I just only
Arsenal
brought
is different,
Spurs
yeah.
to buttress the point that I think in the transfer business, they bought the right players. There was clear intent on what they wanted
like
to
who,
do.
Madueke?
For example, you see, Madueke was supposed to be the backup for Saka.
But like for like, do you
That's
understand?
what I'm saying.
Like,
They
no,
bought it
but
like for like.
Madueke-
They didn't
see,
buy multiple position players.
Madueke can play every other position except striking position in terms of the forward lines.
So left wing,
and why is he on the
number
over-
10?
then why is he on the
in
bench?
he's a direct winger. He's exactly the same
No,
as
he's
Saka.
yeah.
I'm coming. Then there was Odegaard as well, who could have also featured also out. I just think, see, if they had a fully fit squad, they could have
And also
really
they are-
tinkered with a lot of things.
Look at the striker they brought
And
in.
Partey leaving too, they didn't help
Let's
them.
use the striker.
Yes,
Oh, the
because
pass for the Partey.
that one,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah,
right
one
now,
of them-
then
Zubimendi, he has lost his legs and he's clearly fumbling all around.
So he's
and-
using his hands to play now.
Oh, when
Okay.
I this figuratively, I mean,
No,
he has
you're a
lost.
wicked guy, you're a wicked
He has
guy.
lost his.
somebody
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
could open his mouth and say that Zubimendi is an upgrade on Partey. When they started season started,
Yeah.
that's what
wow.
that's what they are saying.
You see,
Wow.
I think the thing
Me,
is
I don't like
that
Black
we
Stars, but this one, I won't
we
take this
emotional
insult. I won't take
arguments.
this insult.
And then with time, we see the veracity of the statement. I think that was a very emotional thing he said.
Partey?
I don't know the season. We
no,
now
Somebody
know
that,
no, that's
now know
somebody
no.
that when he got suspended for second leg against Madrid.
Yeah,
then
I remember,
vex.
yeah,
So
yeah,
even
but
even
they
besides
knew
the
it
Madrid,
was over
there
for
were certain games in I think 2 seasons ago or last season when Partey was injured, you could tell it was hurting the team.
Yes.
Because this guy Odegaard was overworking.
Yeah.
And him, what I don't like about him, he can shoot, but he will never shoot.
Yeah, he has
He
a
can shoot,
clear
but he will never shoot.
clear cut chance, and
He
then
will never
he
shoot.
takes
He
an
will pass.
extra touch. And,
Yesterday, I wanted to slap Doku. You know that Nigerian meme where when it's time for Doku to pass, and he's doing his leg like this.
Yesterday, he scored a goal.
Oh, he knows how nice it is when he scores, but he doesn't give the same pass. You know, it's ironic when players that don't pass, they give them passing, they score, and they are jubilating at the goal. Meanwhile, you are expected to do the same thing, pass to the guy, and the guy is doing his leg check.
When you are playing Doku, you should know what you are getting.
Doku is you are going to attract foul.
Doku is just
Foul
chaos.
magnet.
Doku chaos.
Yeah,
You are not too sure what he's going to
If
deliver.
the other coach is foolish and he assigns 2 players to Doku, then you are one man short.
Doku is there to just use you to porosely. The only reason he started was because Gusto is now a right back. So he knows that he will just use him and abuse him.
But if it was
Oh,
Rich James, he would have
used him.
See, even my mother wanted to enter the TV and slap Doku. I was like, what guy is this? I'm like, this guy, you don't know him. He won't pass. He will do his legs like this. I'm like, guy.
Anyways, Charlie, Arsenal. We are praying for you, so that at least one trophy.
No, I don't wish prayers like that. No.
You don't wish prayers like that.
I don't wish prayers.
So
Like
even though I wear a City jersey, at least I want
me, they
Arsenal.
pay me say
Something.
Arteta in matter. But
I want
I don't-
Arsenal.
But I think Arteta brought a lot of stability to
Yeah,
the club. And I like that.
yeah,
See,
they've
there were
been
times where
consistent,
Arsenal
yeah.
were going to a game against Chelsea, Liverpool, City, and the conversation is, how many goals will Arsenal concede?
But
Now Arsenal is going to a
Charlie,
game
and
and
they
it's
know
like,
that Charlie,
we are
if you're not careful, corner will
expecting
score.
now. We are expecting that Arsenal is supposed to
score
go
something.
to. I think the team culture and everything. I think
He's
he
brought
has
something
really
back, yeah, he's
brought
brought
something
something
where
back.
now Arsenal fans are expectant. I think for that alone, they should.
But
he should
the
cut
Arsenal
some
in
stuff.
him is following him.
Yeah, I think
The
that
Arsenal
we
in
should
him
cut
is
in some
following
stuff. Let's give him one more season. One more season, and that one day,
Now,
the
this
whole world will agree
that one more
if Arteta
season.
doesn't win
See,
the
that
Premier
one more
League
season.
again,
We
that
have to
one
buy the
day.
players for him because if he's supposed to buy
See,
his
I
own
think
players,
that he should just pray that his players are fit. That's all. Because I think if Arteta has a
He
fully
needs-
fit squad,
he needs
That's
utility
all.
players.
That's
He
all.
needs players that can fit in multiple positions.
bro.
Make this Madueke players me. I don't want to hear Madueke.
But
Well, he just needs a quality made for that to.
Because if you are
in addition
sacking
to
Partey,
Zubimendi-
you should break.
Zubimendi.
You know, Ghanaians say you guys sack a Ghana player, somebody's prayer will go against you. Somebody's curses is following you.
If that was how the world was working,
Oh,
I'm not sure anything
karma
to
works.
succeed.
Karma works like that. You know Liverpool when they bent Torres' jersey. You see how he suffered at Chelsea. Some things it works. So some things you break some teams their hearts like that to work against you. So
Let's see how that goes.
ladies and gentlemen, we've ended again, and as usual, Arsenal have brought us back to the conversation. This conversation should have happened in January because that's when Arsenal usually does their skirmishes. They do kamikaze, but they've taken us further along in the season, and they hope and pray that they can do something for them. But Charlie Media have lost hope for Arsenal. I'm only sad that they might blame Arteta and who knows. If that, they should sack the whole team. But then, this has always been.
Hey, Charlie.
We'll take it from your salaries. We'll take it from your salaries. So don't forget to subscribe, to comment, let us know what you are thinking. Hit the notification, know what's going on. Then you can keep track. Some of these conversations, that we're branching into World Cup and things. If you are not following the scheme, then we'll vanish. So see you next time.